11.1, third place match. Whoever wins this match is the third best king of the losers. Is the way I've been
Nice.
saying it, I guess. $10 prize for them. In the bottom left, we have the Alchemist in pink, playing as the Hindustanis. Kind of a main civ for her there. And in the top right, squeekyg playing as the Bulgarians in orange. We're here on Oasis, picked by the Alchemist. And, well, here we go again. Another game.
Oasis, and it's snowing on the Oasis.
It is snowing. Yeah, I don't know. It's like a tropical oasis or something. Not totally sure, Age, but
Interesting choice there, but hey, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. We've got a bit of a villager advantage for the Alchemist, actually. Our Hindustani player with a little bit less idle TC time. A little early to tell on that front, but the last game with the Alchemist that we saw versus Hadrian was also on Oasis. We saw some aggression from her with a proxy roughly here, with a keep drop even, castle drop, but didn't quite pan out for her there. That's why she's here in the third place match instead of the grand final. We'll see how it goes this time. squeekyg, you can never predict. You can never tell what he's going to do, how well he's going to play.
Or what he's gonna do? What little tricks he has up his sleeves? Are we gonna see another Ram Ranch? Are we gonna see a Death Laser of Monks? Are we gonna see a normal game from squeekyg? No one knows. We don't have any ideas.
But hey, this game wasn't played late into the night. The Alchemist gracefully joining us from the East Coast where she's visiting family. squeekyg was able to catch him on the day off, so no like late night wine shenanigans from squeekyg this time. Like 5 p.m. Pacific, here we're playing. So probably the most regular game we might see from at least that situation. See how it goes. You never know. You never know. The mill coming down for squeekyg right now. It's looking pretty standard. The 2 villagers on wood early is kind of interesting to me, but he's got 8 on food anyways, so that's really all that you need. They're also 6 and then extremely heavy on wood for the Alchemist. This is actually really interesting. It's gonna be a much slower feudal age, but probably gonna be, you know, some more military buildings. This could be indicative of a castle rush or even some kind of forward proxy building production, as she is sniping a few sheep away from her enemy here. Actually, squeekyg is about to run out of his sheep here. He's gonna have to move all onto berries. Oh, there's the boar. There's that wild boar. The Alchemist run that scout under the TC, and squeaky goes for the garrison, takes it out. No more vision for the pink player. Incredible APM. Love to see it. And at the same time, I think that scout going down actually threw her off. Wasn't expecting to hear that notification. Actually loses a vill to the boar at the same time. So you never know what your actions, what kind of effect they'll have on the enemy player. Might even lose 2 vills here.
Oh,
and will.
No.
It's a rough.
That hurts.
Yeah.
We needed to try to get some more villagers on that board. It's hard to manage that. You know, it happens.
It happens, especially when you're out here losing vills or losing scouts, etc. You know, some things you just can't help.
This is true.
There we go. We have both players pretty much still treading water in the dark age for the minute. They will end up getting enough food to age up at some point. Once we get the right critical amount of villagers. squeekyg stealing the sheep. The Alchemist stealing the sheep. We've got a bit of a yin-yang here. A bit of a rotation. And he's going to spot these workers on wood. Nobody's on gold for the Alchemist. Going to be able to know that as a fact.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, you know, try-hard players will even check the gold mines, see, okay, there's 800 left on all these tiles. They are not mining any gold at all.
Yeah, not too big a deal. Again, no one on gold, not too big a deal early on. But again, if you don't get at least maybe 1 or 2 villagers on it, it can come back to nip you in the butt. That's
Yeah.
the butt at some point.
I
But
mean,
again, early
a
on,
lot of build orders have like you rallying like maybe 4 vills onto gold while you're aging up to feudal age. So
yeah.
we might see that come out. The Alchemist going with the proxy vill and squeekyg as well at the same time.
Okay, so Squeaky is going to
he's going to see this wall being built immediately.
And
the timing here is incredible.
Oh,
the Alchemist
my goodness.
she's blueprinting. I don't think she's going to be denied that. squeekyg may not even have noticed the one wall tile that he has in his vision right now. As that proxy vill moves forward, I don't think either of them... Well, I'm going to guess the Alchemist saw that because she immediately was like working with that villager at the time. I don't know that squeekyg did.
And more vision of the base for Squeaky. Again, good scouting, just making sure that making sure he's got vision on everything, not wanting to be caught unawares.
The Bulgarians, kind of an interesting civ. Recently added DLC civ, so they've got, of course, as their definitive edition DLC civ, they have a ton of weird bonuses. One of them is that you get, I think it's the Bulgarians, you get gold, like a small trickle of gold from every stone mine that you are mining. Their cav civ, I think, they're not the relic collecting for more damage on cav. But they've got a pretty solid unique cavalry unit, so we'll probably see that from squeekyg. I think he knows, as he's about to hit feudal age. The Alchemist halfway there. Hindustanis, the newly revamped Indian civilization. She said before it's her favorite civ. Very versatile, very strong economy, strong monk. Probably one of the strongest monasteries in the game, if I remember correctly. But it could be anything, could be elephants, who knows. We'll see if she spots this gap here as squeekyg tries to sneak all these sheep past. Oh man.
He's gonna get him. Oh,
he's gonna get him out too.
My goodness, what a
thumbnail.
Man.
What a play. And there's the wall. She was looking at it too.
Just a half second too late. Wow. Yeah. That sucks.
Incredible. She's moving into farms. Plenty of wood to get those farms up. So that's
both players pretty close in age right now. At least close to getting to the next age. Squeaky does have a few villagers on gold. Still no gold camp for. Still no mining camp for Alchemist right now.
He's moved over to it now.
Just as I say that, one villager. Good call on that part.
I'm still thinking it's going to be a feudal age aggression play from her. We'll see some military buildings getting dropped down pretty soon, if I'm correct, since there's only one villager on gold right now. Or she might just rally villagers to gold and go up to castle. Not too sure. squeakyg could play this any direction. I'm actually surprised that this vill didn't end up making like some proxy military buildings out here. But Squeaky has plenty on wood and food. Here comes a barracks. So this could be a lead up to a cavalry, to a stable. We'll see.
I must have missed it earlier, but I just noticed the Alchemist has lost their scout. Did they lose that in an earlier engagement?
Yeah, like we saw, she ran under the TC, squeakyg garrison, and that's, I think, what led to her losing the 2 villagers to the boar, too, because it kind of threw things off, maybe.
Yeah.
We got some got a market here for the Alchemist. squeakyg going for just some houses and things. We'll probably see market blacksmith as soon as possible for the Alchemist, actually. If I remember her build order plays correctly. Squeaky running out of berries a little bit. Got these sneaky sheep though to tide him over. Still hasn't dropped down any farms. Has researched horse collars, so those farms will be as efficient as possible. At least for the time being. As far as eco upgrades, actually, squeakyg is got 2 to 0 here, and he is making men at arms as the Bulgarians. Interesting stuff, and they're looking like they're going to be moving around to the western side as the other side is walled. There's a blacksmith for the Alchemist and a house. Probably going to try to get this blocked off.
Yeah, good call. Because she does have the that other section walled off. Not a bad play.
We actually have stone miners for the Alchemist here too. So this probably is an attempt for second TC in Castle Age, and she does have a lot more on gold now. So this is going to be going up to Castle pretty soon here.
Yeah, probably good. Yeah, good idea just to get some more funds in the bank. Hopefully, and again, the game hasn't. I was just as I say that I was going to say the game's moving kind of slow right now, so she's not too concerned about getting military units out. But this posturing by Squeaky on the left side of the map might be a cause for pause.
He's running these units out here. He's only going out to the middle.
Yeah, again, I think
actually.
Okay.
Remember that villager that walked past in the dark of night earlier? He's got a stable down.
Yeah, Alchemist didn't see him. He didn't see her go in.
The Alchemist does have a tower over here, so she's not totally unawares. And actually, it's showing that she did scout that lumber camp at some point.
Yeah, the
so
question.
If she notices that.
Yeah, but the problem is that's a big thing. Is she going to notice it? Is she going to see?
My guess is that this tower is because the lumber camp's there.
Yeah, maybe. Either way, if she doesn't respond to that soon, that could become a problem later on down the line.
Yeah. These man-at-arms not immediately moving into attack is going to give her time to wall off, though, so it's going to be delayed. Yeah. Kind of aggression from squeekyg on the north side.
I'm looking at that house wall she has on the left side, and I'm just seeing this little crack right there in the very corner
in the bottom. That doesn't quite line up 2 to 2 to 2. So hopefully she gets that going.
Yeah, I was gonna say she did. Like, let me tell you, those little paths can really make or break a game.
Yeah, I'm even thinking because of the hill here, there's definitely a gap. Actually, now that I see these guys padding, there's a gap right here.
Oh no! We're gonna get some rain going on. Oh no!
And she's on the town bell.
Yeah, no, good call.
Her men-at-arms are out.
I think the men-at-arms are good.
Again, this early aggression, you don't have to have much invested in it to cause chaos in your enemy's base. You don't have to be David M1A2 playing the French.
She's gonna have to respond to this at some point with she's gonna
go ahead and attack the man-at-arms for now.
She's gonna get one man-at-arms.
One down. Took some hits to the TC fire earlier, but these villagers don't like to fight. They have to be retasked every time. So it looks like they are going to go down.
Man, she's in the Castle Age, but it's not looking good right now. She's getting
in the chat.
She's dropping a barracks. Looks like on the right side, just trying to respond to this.
Barracks is here. Vills go down. Looks like probably the right response would be just to run these back to the TC. Yep. But okay,
two man-at-arms down. Good pick.
There's 2 man-at-arms.
Yeah.
By the way, I mentioned once or twice now. I saw in a recent Hera video that I stumbled across thanks to the YouTube algorithm. Age of Empires Definitive Edition has a toggle you can set to always show range of all ranged buildings. He has it off. Hera has it off because it seems like kind of against the spirit of the game, perhaps. But you can turn it on if you're looking to be effective competitively. So you can like always know the range of the buildings without counting tiles. Like just in-game, not just in Capture Age here. squeekyg going for some scouts on the other side as the man-at-arms go down. Oh, I say that there's one more, and he's probably going to get another villager if I'm not mistaken here. There's always a hole.
And there it is.
Villager count right now 2835 with 11 idols for pink.
So aside from that again, a good pick on Squeaky. Good pick by Squeaky.
Yeah.
So again, she doesn't have any units on wood right now, which is hurting a little bit, so she has to respond to this. And I was going to say, does Squeaky have some more scout calves coming in? He does. There's some more scout calves.
Proxy scout calves coming in. This might break the spirit of the Alchemist for this game. This is not going to get a lot of damage. He does have forging as well as scale barding armor. So these scout calves are a bit of a menace. We do have the camels.
Camel out, so that might be a good response. But
camels will actually do well here. We'll see how long it takes squeakyg to pivot into spearmen. Scout cav are not going to do well. She's going to lose a lot of bills, though. We saw last game that the Alchemist played with the Hindustanis. She went full camel. Hadrian switched immediately to full spears and just cleaned it up. But for now, this is going to work for her. She did lose, what is that, 13 vills to the raids. Probably more incoming, and we do have another spear. Just going for like a 1-frame attack on that scout cav. Squeaky G might have to go back to the drawing board for the time being. The Alchemist is back. Out on the field, 23% worker efficiency last minute. Squeaky G 78, so very effective.
Yeah, Squeaky's in a pretty good position right now. He's not being attacked at all, so he's got all this time to build up, get some more resources going for himself. Yep.
And actually, we completely missed it. The Alchemist actually hit Castle Age as well.
Yeah, she did. Obviously, it was underscored by the fact that she was being raided, and she did a good job responding to that raid.
That was a good hold.
She's still hurting. She still has a long way to go to get back to where she needs to be, though. That's the big thing.
I would have liked to see some more attempts to save villagers from the attacks. Like sometimes they were just kind of standing there AFK, but there's only so much you can do at a time. And clicking Castle Age in that situation, when you have enough resources to produce the units to scare away the raid at the same time, is definitely a good choice. So the tech advantage is leaning Alchemist right now, if she researches any techs.
Yeah, but again, she has a long way to go to catch back up to Squeaky G, who's just, in a very comfortable position right now, and he's spending more
to stream Man-at-Arms across the map, and the holes remain unplugged.
Yeah, so she has to do something to respond to that. I just noticed he also had a guard tower that was going to be deployed on the left side of the map as well as C. Yep.
Yeah, just going for vision. He's got a guard tower over here as well, and an archery range.
Yeah, he's got a really, and again, this is really good by Squeaky to put some map pressure down. Again, he feels confident enough to expand out this far to have these forward bases. And again, Alchemist doesn't see that, hasn't been able to respond.
Just looking at like the scouting difference from these players, the Alchemist losing her scouts so early, like on the first pass here, means that she has no information on what's happening on any part of the map. Just relying on like, okay, this is Oasis. I know what the map kind of is shaped like. Squeaky G, fully scouted, has a lot of vision on all sides. Definitely looking like the player to take this right now. We'll see how well the camels go. He's doing the right thing. Full spearman production right now. As the Alchemist looks like not making any more camels. Perhaps she has learned from her last game. If I make too many camels, my enemy will just make spearmen and win. So she's going to be going into spears as well. There was a lot of scout cav earlier from Squeaky G, so that's not too surprising of a choice. But we'll see who can produce more. Right now, Squeaky G with the economy advantage seems like he might be able to. Here comes the second TC for our Bulgarian player as well, and a monastery. I think Bulgarians might be the civ that gets food trickle from relics gathered. They get that and the gold trickle from stone mined. So some really wacky things going on with these definitive edition expansion civs. Squeaky G moving forward with some spearmen, but not all spearmen.
Yep, he's going to see the tower, so he's going to back off. A Mangonel out from the Alchemist. I think that's a good call with all these units here.
We've also seen the Alchemist definitely favors using Mangonels, and I absolutely love that. They're such a fun unit to see in the field. I would like to see a little bit more careful micro, maybe, from them. A lot of times they just get immediately melee attacked down. But some choke points over here. There we go. We're running. We're clearing.
Okay, Spearman are going to go right for that Mangonel. Probably a good choice in the matter, just to make sure that you don't want that thing free firing on your units.
Well, we know Squeaky G hates siege unless it's rams. So, okay.
Unless it is rams, yeah.
All right, cleans it up so far. Keeps the mango alive as well. The Alchemist doing some strong kiting here into the tower vision as well. He's going to win that fight. One camel remaining on the field. Squeaky G committing to a few more spears, but is okay. Actually, all skirms. Not a choice I would have made, but I think I underestimate skirmishers in this game. They can do well, and not only against archers.
Yes, there's enough skirmishers. They can definitely do a lot of damage.
Oh, and knights. So skirms knights is going to be the play here. Probably he's expecting spearmen, and I don't know why the. Yeah, well, we'll see how it goes. Another Mangonel for the Alchemist. And she moves in, actually, a little bit.
Okay, but his own guard tower ups can deal with that. A castle? Is that a castle going down, or a...
University and the monastery collecting relics around the map here for Squeaky G. And we
I
have
definitely
just the
think,
tower, another stone mine.
yeah, I definitely think since Squeaky has such a good map control right now, since he's expanded out so far, he should definitely drop a castle nearby the base to put some more pressure on Alchemist.
Well, here's the thing. This is still walled.
Yeah.
So he has
he's
one
gonna
villager
have,
over here doing all this work.
yeah.
He could drop a castle from this side. That would probably be a smart move.
Yeah,
Maybe
because
on this stone and gold on the hill here.
So I definitely think, and he should know that side. Oh, I was going to say that there's another village building going down on that corner on the left side.
Siege workshop, so maybe some
Okay,
ram ranch action.
Yeah.
You do need like 850 stone for a castle in H2 in Empires 2, so it's going to be a little while yet for that. 6 on stone though does seem like a lot if you're not thinking about building a castle. So 3 mangonels now for the Alchemist. If she can make use of these effectively, they could be game winning. I don't know if that's going to happen though, as squeekyg does have a lot of knights coming out, and he will just right click the mangoes as soon as he sees them immediately. So
yeah.
More camels for the Alchemist, though, will make the knights a little less effective. With their camel stench, the horses hate that. They won't do the bidding of their riders quite as well. No relics being collected in for squeekyg just yet. Monk's got to walk a long way. First ram is out. And the Alchemist has actually moved up with a camel rider here, just to at least get some idea of what's happening. squeekyg, 1 ram, 4 man-at-arms, and a dream. Are these 2-handed swordsmen at this point? I think so, yeah. Long swords, okay. 4 mangoes. Huge amount of mangoes. Very much an all-in unit at this point.
Yeah.
Krepos now.
Interesting. That's semi-castle, is that right?
Yeah, castle tower hybrid. I think it can produce the unique units. If I had to guess, that's why he's making it here. Not really. I mean,
not a bad idea.
It's not like a hugely well-considered defensive position or offensive position, I think. So it's probably mostly for production of those unique units, which I like to see.
Yeah, good call.
Second TC is giving Squeaky even more of an eco advantage than he had before. The Alchemist actually has spent all of her stone. It's mining more now. What did she spend that on? Just the watchtower, I guess? I mean, I guess that's what it is. Squeaky poking with some knights. Actually, there are a lot of camels here.
Yeah, plenty of camels that should be able to deal with those knights, no problem.
Less again, I think he's for squeekyg than I would have expected at this point. So
yeah, I think he's just he might have just been doing this. Might have been scouting a little bit to see what she has, see how if he needs any more. Pikemen are going to be going in, but they're going to meet the end of the skirmisher spears, and
now this would probably be an effective, like efficient fight for the Alchemist. I would have liked to see the entire army move forward at once. But the knights all go down.
Yeah, knights go down. Loses all of those spearmen.
We actually have mirrored skirms from these players, and the mangonels are unanswered right now.
Yeah,
squeekyg kind of probably feeling a little bit worried at this point.
Yep, there it is.
4 mangonels in the field. Krepos is here. Are we going to see some cues? He's kind of low on food, actually.
So I think he's definitely making units because the food count is going up and down all over the place.
We got knights. We got more rams on the north. Another Krepos up here as well. These holes still here? Okay, she has finally locked down this northern side, I think. No walkthroughs are going to be coming through there. And here's the Conic.
Is Conic the one unit that when it loses his horse, it can continue on his foot?
Yeah, listen, I think I've been wrong about which unit this is like 4 times, but this is the one. This is
it this time. This is it this time.
Yeah, for sure. With the mace.
All right.
It's got to be, right? It's got to be. Correct me, chat. No more knights here. Knights are very food-hungry units. So, okay, good. All right, we got a lot more farms coming out for squeekyg. Absolutely the right move. Moving off of wood onto farms. Good stuff. Yeah, Cav in general. Food is like the primary resource that you're going to be needing to generate there. And this one villager has been so effective down here. The backbone of the entire offensive force for squeekyg at this point is that one villager. Onyx in the north. It looks like it's going to be kind of a split push from squeekyg, north and south, probably attempted at the same time. Now that could go badly for him, because microing both at the same time is going to be quite difficult, and you're going to need to micro against the mangonels.
The mangonels, yeah, because if he gets the units bunched up too much, then those mangonels are just going to shred all of his units.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna say Alchemist has been doing a really good job of building that up after that early raid by squeekyg.
Yeah, her idle TC time is back down. Worker efficiency is a little low because of this lumber camp, I think.
But you
But
know,
in
again,
general, yeah, doing very well. I would like to see another town center, obviously, always, but still just on the one base with the army production as well, doing a great job so far.
yeah, she's been doing a good job. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this battle plays out.
Squeaky
And another
collecting, I think, 4 relics. There's okay. Looks. You hate to see it.
oh, just outside of vision.
Just outside there. So he's gonna have 3 relics. There's one down here. He's gonna have to like make another monastery for if he wants to get it because of this wall.
I mean, if he's feeling confident, he could drop a town center down there. If he's feeling confident,
totally could, yeah. And a forward castle for the Alchemist. I love this play. If she can get it.
Call.
4 villagers is not enough here. I want you to pull all of these villagers to build it.
Yep, skirmishers are going to see it, so they're going to go in and engage. Got some good range.
But this is an auto attack from the skirms. I don't know if Squeaky is going to notice this. Okay, here goes.
Knights, skirmishers moving. Knights going to be moving in.
Mangoes on the front line are a little problematic, but I think that castle's going to go up. The mangoes might go down as they have no units defending them, and the cavalry goes straight onto them. We might see some great shots there. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Mangonels go down.
Looks like elephants here. Great stuff. Castle goes up.
The castle's going to be able to go
I
up.
believe
Yeah.
the unit numbers here are just better for the Alchemist at the point.
She's doing a really good job of managing this, making sure that she's not panicking. The castle's going to be able to go up. That castle is going up.
It looks to me like these elephants' intent is to siege down the watchtower, actually. Okay. She definitely has a unit advantage. No more spears for squeakyg. He's making only... Okay, we got pikemen, we got spearmen.
Yep, and castle's
we're
up.
just full throttle right now. Castle's up. She's going to actually pull back here.
Squeaky did a good job of taking out those mangonels, but again, I think Alchemist had enough unit diversity to deal with that attack, to deal with all that. So
yeah, so I mean, at this point, I think like the positive reaction I always have to mangonels, I just love seeing them around getting those big shots, but they might be a bit of a trap for the Alchemist overall in her games. Like, oftentimes they're just a major resource sink that then just get killed immediately. So it just depends on the positioning. If you have a good choke point that you can position them behind, then they might be a good play. But if they're out here in the field like this, undefended, probably you're just throwing away resources if you make too many of them. But I love this castle. Good stuff. And squeakyg just keeping up that villager production as best as he can. Almost going to make it to the middle. Now, back in the day, Oasis, there used to be fish in here in the middle pond. And then the first player to chop through here could then make fishing ships and get a bunch of free food. But they took that out, decided it's too overpowered. You can still make fishing ships with fish traps and utilize that area in that way, get some free, safe food like that. But here come the Rams on the north. squeakyg deciding it's time to move. And I don't know if this TC goes up right now. She has a lot of units on the south, but there's still more to defend from on the south as well.
And she's responding to it right now.
I don't think she's noticed this, maybe?
No.
She's moving in with more elephants.
Rams are in. They should be able.
But the Rams are going to actually move past the TC. Okay, he's going for the main TC. And the full rating is here for the
Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, best thing he can do. She's not responding to it yet, so he's going to have plenty of time to go through these villagers.
The town bell is rung here, I think. And
she knows.
The rating is here with the Conics, or with the... Yeah, Conics, okay.
Yeah,
here comes the army. Now, I think she has a better unit comp here.
Yeah, the problem is that she's...
That's a lot of villager... Oh my gosh.
Oh dear,
the bodies! The bodies! It's a massacre!
And I think Squeaky's going to be able to get... I think Squeaky's going to be able to get that TC.
The fact that these guys have 2 lives means the TC goes down and he wins that fight.
Good call for her to get the villagers out of there. TC is down.
Half a TC, and that's all she has. Villagers are being pulled to fight, and this does look like a bit of a desperate move. Mangonel's going to get some shots, but also going to kill your own units here. And looks like these villagers maybe auto garrisoned into the castle as well.
Yeah, best thing she can do right now is keep those villagers alive.
Great attack from multiple fronts for Squeaky
Yeah,
G.
no,
She was not prepared at all for this
Yeah, I was
move.
gonna say again, good. Even though she responded to the attack on the right side well, she didn't have anything on the left side to deal with that two-pronged offensive. Squeaky now heading into the Imperial Age because he's feeling confident right now that he can do it.
Gulam. Okay, we do have the Gulam out, and that's going to be hard for any Cav to deal with. But Squeaky G does have these two-handed swordsmen now, and he's an Imperial Age, so the advantage definitely there is Squeaky G.
That's
and
it.
Alchemist recognizes that that's the game. 34 spears, 26 spears, the most made unit for each player. But wow, good game. I like the back and forth there a little bit.
No, that was
defended.
Good. I think both players did a really good job. Yeah, both players did a really good job. Alchemist had that early, Squeaky had that early push against Alchemist in the middle of the game, but she responded to it well. She kind of got back up, had some good offense going. But I think Squeaky did a good job of expanding out onto the map and taking a position on both sides where he could attack from two fronts.
He really utilized his advantage there.
Yeah, definitely.
In the beginning. I'd like to see from the Alchemist a little more effort to preserve villager lives. I know it's a lot of clicking you got to do in a very short period of time when you're getting raided like that, so definitely understandable. And maybe some thought around the mangonel choices, but hey, I love a good mangonel, so I can't complain. Squeaky G, great job on that game.